Hey guys, welcome back for your daily crypto forecast. And today we're gonna be doing Bitcoin BTC and Bitcoin Cash BCH. But let's start with Bitcoin BTC as usual. Here I've got the monthly candles, and as we have been saying and pointing out for months, we were expecting a bounce on the 50-month moving average. The price didn't get to touch the 50-month moving average, and that's a little bit concerning. I was actually expecting the price to go below the 50-month moving average and then form a wick and closing above it, something like in this fashion here. You overperform and then you close above it, and then you can start uptrending. So the fact that we didn't even get to touch the 50-month moving average is a little bit concerning, because maybe in the future we will actually go below it. For now, the current candle, which is going to close in a week and a half more or less, it's very bullish. It's a bullish candle. You can see this type of candle. We had it here. You see after this type of candle, it's a hammer candle. You usually get an uptrend. Another one here in this low. It doesn't happen always 100% of the times. Pay attention to this one here. We had this type of very bullish candle here, but we ended up going down. So it's never 100% guaranteed, but so far it's looking bullish. Weekly, on the weekly, we are perfectly bouncing on the 200-week moving average. Volume is picking up, looking very bullish so far. The current candle is almost engulfing the previous two weekly candles, which means in this week alone we had more buyers than the amount of sellers we had in the previous 2 weeks. 4 hour candles for Bitcoin for the shorter term view here. We've been talking about this descending wedge for a while now. It broke out and just yesterday made the target. So you can see the price is reacting perfectly to the target. But remember guys, you probably heard me say this several times on YouTube. It all depends when you hit targets. It all depends how the price reacts, because many times it'll hit target and then boom, vertically drop. So that's why you have targets to take profit, because you don't want to write it down. You want to lock in your profits. But if it doesn't drop vertically or dramatically, and it stays here at the target and pushing, it usually indicates continuation. This is a continuation pattern. So this is so far indicating it wants to break above this target and continue higher. So what you do in these cases, if you took profit on your target, you can always re-enter the breakout, or you could, re-enter on a dip here. If it does a little bit of a dip, it's safe. Nothing is safe in trading, but it's like you can try and buy the dip here from this target and to try and ride it higher. For now, the trend looks very strong. It's still going up, but of course we're finding resistance because of the target and because of this, this is an uptrend channel, so it's touching resistance on the resistance line of this channel. But generally, it's it's going up, so you can continue to trade continuation, buy support, sell resistance. Of course, the higher it goes, the more risky it becomes to continue to buy dips and to continue to trade continuation. But so far, this looks, it wants to, form a continuation pattern here, maybe go sideways until the price catches up with this support line, and then boom, another push up. Moving on to Bitcoin Cash. Wow. So guys, I had been saying for a long time, these are the weekly candles, by the way, I had been saying that all this dramatic drop here was an overreaction of the market because of the fork drama, because of Calvinite probably pumping the BS coin, and so people were like just FOMOing in, selling BCH for the BS coin. So this was all an overreaction, just like markets overreact in the upside here. This was an overreaction as well when it went from from 2,000 to 4,000, or even less here from this dip here from 1,000 to like 4,000 in a few candles here. This was an overreaction in the upside, and it didn't last. It very quickly came back down to to these levels, to the previous significant level here, and it ended up breaking in the downside. So same thing is happening here. Once it went below like once it went below 200, that was an absolute overreaction, and now we're going back to reality. Just like when it overreacts in the upside, quickly we'll go back down to reality. So now it's going back to reality in this time frame. The obvious resistance we can see is from this high, from this low here all the way back in the past, and that would be a very, very strong level if it gets there. That's at $290. We are about to touch the 50-day moving average as well. Let's look at this in the next time frame. Daily candles for Bitcoin Cash. So yes, guys, we're breaking through every resistance, every moving average, everything. So we are approaching the 50-day moving average, which is supposed to be a strong resistance as well. Actually, this line should be up here. I don't know why I had it lower. I must have moved it by accident. So that's your 50-day moving average. It's at exactly $266. This is going crazy and it's completely out of control. So obviously you don't want to buy this. You don't want to FOMO into this. Hopefully you didn't do it. Just leave it alone and get ready to buy the next dip. When it crashes, you can, it's safe. Again, nothing is safe in trading, but after such V-shape, vertical bounce, I think it's okay to buy the next dip because it'll probably continue to go higher, or at least, consolidate at some level. After it finishes pumping, it'll probably retrace to the 50% fib level and probably consolidate there. So you can, I am personally getting prepared to buy that dip. 4 hours for Bitcoin Cash. We just had a crossover here with the 20 and the 50 moving averages. So you know the rule here. You wait for the cross. You either buy the exact cross, but in this case the price was a little bit extended from the cross, so not optimal to buy here. Now you need to wait for a retracement, and you buy the dip when it touches moving averages or close from them. Let's assume it'll top at the 50-day moving average. Of course, I have no idea, but let's just make this assumption. If it retraces 50%, it's going to be $170. If it retraces to the 61.8, it's going to be around $150. So yes, maybe not as low as a 20-day moving average, but probably to retest this support line, which is this huge channel that I have been showing on the weekly candles. So by the time this retraces, it's likely it'll go all the way down to $150 or 100 and something like that. That's what I'm anticipating, and that could be a deep opportunity to buy, unless it breaks through it vertically and we start seeing a lot of selling pressure. Then I will update if I see that. That's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Crypto prices are exploding, and so crypto YouTube views are exploding as well for everyone. So welcome everybody, and yeah, I'll see you all here on Monday. Bye.